I don't think many of you know this about me, but I am that crazy person who quit her job in consulting after 2 years and then joined a startup to become an AI product manager. And I think looking back, there are three things that I wish I knew before I got into product management. Firstly, almost overnight, I went from just delivering the product features to deciding what the product features should actually be. In consulting, if your client asks for X, you just deliver X and your project is over. But when you're in product management, when your client asks for something, sometimes it's good to reflect on whether that feature should even be built in the first place. Just getting myself to say no to stuff was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And in no way am I saying that you need to reject all these requests, but sometimes just taking the time out to understand these features in detail actually gives you so much more insight on how the product is going to be used. And then the feature that you build will have so much more usability and real world application. Next thing I noticed is that you stop being the expert who's flown in from another city to decide on a matter, and instead you become the person who has to earn the trust of your client every single day. In consulting, your authority basically comes pre-packaged because of the company that you're associated with, like the big fours, and in my case it was Deloitte. But then when you transition to being a product manager at a startup, your credibility only comes from how good and how robust your product is. And lastly, in consulting, when you're on a project, you just make your recommendation and you leave. But in product management, you have to live with the consequences of your decisions. In consulting, you might be closely linked to the project while it's being built, but once it's deployed, it's completely on the client and your contract ends. But in product management, you not only build the roadmap for the development of your product, you build the product, you watch it break, you fix it, you watch it break again, you fix it. And once you deliver it, it is still your baby and you still have to support it all the way through. Both consulting and product management are so different, but looking back on my journey, I don't think I would have it any other way. This transition was so needed and it really helped shape me into the person I've become today. If you're also someone who's looking into transitioning into product management, just comment product and I'll send you some resources that might help you on this journey. My name is Simran and I love talking about AI and tech, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.